Hello, my name is Cohen Adkins, and I'm a Virginia native of the Chickahominy tribe, and I'm very excited about the opportunity for me this year to attend the United Nations Commission on the Status of Women. I'm attending UNCSW through the Indigenous Women's Circle of the Episcopal Church, and I'm very excited about this opportunity. I'm excited to learn more about advocacy at the national and international level for Indigenous people and for women, and Indigenous women in particular. And I'm also very much looking forward to leadership development, learning how to advocate at the international level and seeing women from all over the world in action in these leadership positions. From this event, I hope to bring home to my local community, to my tribe, more of a developed persona when it comes to advocating for Indigenous people, for Indigenous women, and just generally increasing my leadership skills and advocating for Indigenous rights and for the church. Next, Melissa.
Hello, I'm Melissa Chapman Skinner, and I'm an enrolled member of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe. I'm also Santee Sioux. I am originally from North Dakota, but I live in South Dakota. And this is going to be the second time that I'll attend UNCSW in New York City with the Episcopal Church Indigenous Women's Circle. One of the things that I learned from the visit a couple of years ago was advocacy, how we get out, whether it's within our church or it's in our community. Or I guess for me, it was on the reservation. And so I hope that it grows. I hope that I'm able to learn more of how to get out in the community and help others. One of the things that I learned there and that I used at home, where I worked the office, I was able to help women and children if they were like in abusive homes, give them the resources that they need to protect themselves and then go on. One of the things that I loved about the visit a couple of years ago, as sad as it may be, but it was listening to other people's stories, to other women going through whatever it is that they did. Some of them were the sex trafficking, human trafficking, to those that were going through abusive relationships. But it gave me an idea on how I can go back to my community and help others by listening to their stories, their personal stories. And so I hope that with the topics that we have this year, that we can do the same thing. So I'm pretty excited about going back and learning more of what others do and what they do in their own community. Next.
I'm Nellie Adkins. I'm Chickahominy from Virginia, and I have been to UNCSW several times. It's been an amazing opportunity for me to learn and to grow and to meet so many different people and to network. And that's what I really love about it, is the networking and the learning curve that you go through every time you go. I do have to admit, the first time I went, I was a little nervous because it's a pretty crazy place. You have about 20,000 women, give or take, who are going to all of these events and these parallel events, and you just feel like you're almost on a treadmill a little bit, because you go from dawn to dusk and beyond that sometimes. But it's all good, because they are things that are really paramount to things that you want to bring home and you want to share. You share with your tribe, and you share in your diocese. And I'm a co-coordinator of Native Indigenous missions and ministries for my diocese, and so I go a lot of different places and try to encourage people working with our own Indigenous people here and Indigenous people in other parts of the United States. So this forum has been a really amazing opportunity for me. This year I go in a little bit of a different role as a delegate for the first time, and so I feel that's a little daunting for me. Kind of feel like I felt the first time that Sarah Eaglehart had me go and attend. But it's the best ever. You learn so much. You can share things in areas that you didn't think you would ever take those home to share with anybody. And again, this year we're going to have an opportunity to do another parallel event with our Indigenous women. It's going to be held on March 13th, Friday. It'll be early in the morning at 8:30, but it's going to be topically very intense, very interesting. And I hope that people will come out. I hope that many people will come out. And I hope that other Indigenous women who have not taken this challenge, who have not wanted perhaps or felt up to coming to this kind of an event, would think very seriously and very prayerfully about this, because it's a place where I found my voice, and we need to hear your voice. Ona.